Hey everybody, I'm coming to you as my first video. I'm really excited about it. I like watching these reaction videos and I just wanted to put my input because there's so much going around, and especially recent things that are going on. Hollywood being exposed, like you can't hide things forever, especially not when it comes to God's children. I recently saw Sound of Freedom, and it was, I would have to say, I've never seen a movie like that. I saw they were in the making a while back, and I was like, wow, is this gonna go through? Like, I didn't know too much details. I just knew it was in the works, and I knew Jim Caviezel, who is by far my favorite actor, was in it. So I was really excited that it was in the works. I wanted to react to this video because Mel Gibson has been coming out as an advocate to voice the children and trafficking in Hollywood, and I really commend him because at this point he doesn't care, because he knows that things are coming out. So let's check this out and see what other things that get exposed about Hollywood. But I will say this before we watch it: you don't live in the world that you think you do. So we're going to go ahead and watch this right now.
I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions.
I believe that they gave me a raw deal because this industry is a monster. It's the same monster that these Me Too was trying to tell you about.
About what the hell was going on, because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand. First time I really came over here. I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on, because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
You're 7 years old and someone is stroking you. It feels good.
Our future is our children. Now, the first step in eradicating this crime is awareness.
Mel Gibson's shocking revelations in the movie Sound of Freedom and the alleged involvement of Hollywood's elite in some seriously scandalous activities have caused quite a stir in Tinseltown, and Hollywood elites have emerged and are furious about it today. Despite having a star-studded cast and crew, this is going to be a crazy trip, so fasten your seatbelts. The movie Sound of Freedom by Alejandro Gomes Monteverde has managed to stay unnoticed. The film explores the murky world of illegal human trafficking, revealing shocking methods used by the privileged.
Here's the thing, is that a lot of people are shocked about seeing this. And a lot of people are like, Oprah? And other celebrities. And it's like, yeah. When I first found out things about certain Hollywood, in 2020, my eyes opened, and a lot of this stuff was coming out since then, and even before then. But I was like, it's really hard to believe. So if this is your first time seeing this, I was in your shoes. But yeah, it's just kind of crazy how like Hollywood is keeping silent. Like, why? Don't you think this is a huge deal? I mean, there should be posters everywhere, and there's not. There really isn't. It's the people. That's why our voices are so important. So I'm going to continue on.
The privilege to trap unwary individuals in their pernicious networks. You might be wondering why this important movie hasn't received more publicity, press coverage, or support. Why isn't a film starring a recognizable actor, a recognizable director, and promotional material from none other than Mel Gibson himself being shown in theaters? It would seem that the film's theme has stirred up some strong emotions. The film suggests that some of Hollywood's most influential figures may have engaged in these types of illicit activities, and one guy whose name has been linked to everything is none other than the renowned online rumors about Oprah Winfrey. May have engaged in these types of illicit activities, and one guy whose name has been linked to everything is none other than the renowned online rumors about Oprah Winfrey have been rife with derogatory remarks. Some online trolls assert that she has used her powerful talk show as a recruiting tool for potential victims, grooming them and promising them possibilities for achievement. What do you think about these allegations? Do you believe there could be any truth to them? Or do you think they're unfounded? However, it has been suggested that other notable...
I've heard stuff about The Rock, which, at first I was like, man, The Rock is like, he's like really making it big. He made some really good box office movies, and I found out stuff about him. Sucks.
Matter is only making the situation worse and lowering her image as people speculate if she is guilty or not. The Rock Johnson, Dwayne, has not been spared. His global charity activity is allegedly a cover for his scandalous activities, according to online accusers who claim that he utilizes these visits to find potential victims in weak regions. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has responded to the allegations made against him with anger and amazement. He has been outspoken about his frustration and has categorically denied being involved in any such actions. However, the question that needs to be addressed is why these allegations are only now becoming public and what that means for the future of Hollywood. Dwayne allegedly made angry reports. "I've dedicated my career to entertaining people and improving the world, not participating in the horrific activities this film suggests. I categorically deny any involvement in such activities and will fight these allegations with everything I've got." I recently deleted a tweet that expressed disbelief to these allegations. Responded The Rock regarding the backlash about the movie and all the hate he's been getting online recently. The Rock not only refutes the charges, but he takes serious offense to the fact that they were even suggested. He clearly denies any involvement in such heinous crimes, while emphasizing his dedication to entertaining people and making the world a better place. He also indicates that he is willing to defend himself against these claims using every resource he's got, but the question remains, is this response enough given the severity of the allegations and the influence that The Rock has? Should he be doing more? Should he be using his platform to raise awareness about human trafficking, to support victims, and to advocate for stricter laws? And
It's amazing how he's going to try to defend himself. But he's not addressing that. Why in this world? Let's focus on why is this happening and advocate for it. Why isn't he advocating against this? Yeah, it's a bad allegation that's being said about him, but continue on about what the issue is. It's sex trafficking. What do you think about that? We haven't heard. He just keeps on defending himself. Not the children.
And to advocate for stricter laws and enforcement. Now you might be wondering, why did Mel Gibson decide to promote Sound of Freedom when he could be putting himself in such hot water with his Hollywood peers? Well, we can't.
And that's the thing, we need to pray for Mel Gibson because he is putting his neck on the line. And he's made it clear he doesn't care. He has a family, and, I know right now he's in the works of making, I think, a part 2 of The Passion. I'm not too sure what it is, but I know he's on the works of that. So to him, it's like he's trusting God is taking care of him. So yeah, he's I've always liked Mel Gibson as an actor. He was always my favorite actor, but so much more. It's just, I don't trust Hollywood. I really don't.
Can make some educated guesses based on the film's content and Gibson's past work throughout his career. Mel Gibson has never shied away from controversy. In his career, he has demonstrated a willingness to broach challenging and frequently uncomfortable themes. His filmmaking with themes of oppression, sacrifice, and the struggle for independence. Films like Braveheart and The Passion of the Christ have not only amused viewers, but have provoked discussions about history, faith, and human rights. In keeping with this tradition, the movie explores the global problem of human trafficking, which affects millions of people yet is frequently ignored in Hollywood. As he has done throughout his career, Gibson is once again using his position to promote this movie and raise awareness of a critical subject. Mel Gibson's filmography is evidence of his persistent interest in stories based on actual accounts of bravery, resiliency, and the indomitable human spirit. Tales of people who have, against all odds, shown incredible bravery and resilience in the face of difficulty are abundant throughout his filmography. This theme inclination is best exemplified by the song Sound of Freedom. Tim Ballard, a former government agent who took the bold step to leave the safety of his position to undertake a dangerous mission, is brought to life in the movie. Ballard dedicated his life to the heroic cause of rescuing children caught up in the horrifying web of human trafficking, risking everything.
That is what made this movie, when it comes to the cause, is that it took a sacrifice. When you watch the movie, this was not just a mission that this man just went, you know what I mean? He risked his life. He risked his family livelihood. And when you see the whole thing and what it took, he literally gave his life for these children, because it's a true story. He went and he tried to find these children, and the heart of it, it's just so deep in the meaning of this movie, and just the heart, you know, that we can have for each other can be so beautiful. And you know, like I said, he risked it all. You know, he wasn't getting funded. He just went, and I really believe he trusted God, you know. It's crazy.
Process. This narrative is not just a tale of heroism, but also one of profound meaning. Perseverance and sacrifice. Ballard's journey is filled with risk and uncertainty, but his unflinching dedication to his mission propels him forward. His story is a testament to the strength of the human will and the extents to which one can go when motivated by a purpose greater than oneself. Is perfectly in line with the themes that Gibson has previously explored in his work, like the battles in Braveheart and the challenges with faith in the Passion of the Christ in Voice of Freedom. Gibson continues to delve into tales that demonstrate the resilience of the human spirit in the face of seemingly insurmountable circumstances. Gibson carries on this tradition by illuminating a troubling area and emphasizing the valiant efforts of those battling it. The movie is a moving reminder of what's really going on in the globe.
The scary thing is that it's still going on. It's still a continuous thing. That's why we're fighting. That's why this movie is so important, because now the masses are questioning how can we help? Why can't this stop? Like, why is the government doing so much more? People are asking questions, which is good. And everybody take the time to pray for these children. Take the time.
The movie is a moving reminder of what's really going on in the globe. Horror that still exists, and the remarkable people.
Time to pray for these children, because there's more that needs saving, you know. And we all have to come together and believe that every child's going to be saved and found. They are not hidden. They're not going to be hidden. Their story's not going to be hidden. Movies like these will expose it, and that's just the situation right now.
Horror that still exists, and the remarkable people who devote their lives to battling them. It's a story that not only connects to Gibson's earlier works, but also demonstrates his dedication to conveying tales of real-life heroes and their unflinching resiliency. However, there's another level to take into account. Given Gibson's frequently tense relationship with Hollywood, the movie hypothesizes that some of Hollywood's elite are engaged in these illegal activities. It's possible that he views Sound of Freedom as a means of confronting the business and starting a discussion about its power structures. We encourage you, the viewers, to think about these issues, but we also invite you to conduct your own research and come to your own conclusions as we conclude our in-depth analysis of the movie Sound of Freedom. However, keep in mind that these are merely speculations and that you should take them with a grain of salt, because the only person who can truly explain Mel Gibson's motivations for pushing Sound of Freedom is Mel Gibson himself. It is evident that we have extensively examined its disquieting revelations and the discussions it has provoked. As we wrap up, we want to remind you to stay connected.
I keep on seeing so many of these reaction videos just coming out of the surface, and you know, so much more is going to be exposed. And I'm just you know, this situation is a lot deeper than you can ever realize. But the more people talk about it, the more people question about it, the more people that come together and want to do something about it will make a difference. But thank you so much for watching with me, and hit that like button and subscribe. And if you have any videos you want me to react to when it comes to Hollywood and stuff, I'm really just about the truth. And so let's speak the truth and not be afraid to stand strong in this beautiful country. Thanks so much.